I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk or I'm high, but I'm both right now and I need you in my life. I don't usually do this unless I'm drunk or I'm high, but I'm both right now. Yeah, I'm both. Yeah, I had a drink. Yeah, I smoked.
And it finally ends the nightmare and chaos for the Timberwolves. But let's look at this from the Philadelphia 76ers perspective for just a minute. The Sixers were off to an okay start, not great. They were expected to compete for an Eastern Conference title this year, but the one thing, just after 13 games that was missing from that roster was the kind of all-star perimeter player like a Jimmy Butler. And now that they have Jimmy Butler, this gives the Sixers an all-star who can play both ends of the court. He's an all-defensive player, he's an all-NBA player, and he'll also be able to spread the floor a little bit for the Sixers to give them some much-needed three-point shooting. So if this trade works out from here to the rest of the season, this should make the Sixers one of the teams that should and will compete for the Eastern Conference Championship.
But you must be very happy because your Philadelphia 76ers now have 3 of the top 6 players in the Eastern Conference, and your Sixers, in my humble estimation, have a very good shot of winning the East and playing Golden State in the finals because you just acquired a 6'7" Jimmy Butler, who's one of the better two-way players in basketball, one of the better clutch shooters in basketball, to go with 7-foot point guard Ben Simmons and 7'1" Joel Embiid, who, by the way, made 19 of 22 free throws last night, many of them clutch. That's a basketball team with one of the best clutch three-point shooters in J.J. Redick. I really like this team. I don't like Toronto with Kawhi Leonard because you never know whether he's going to play or not. I don't love Milwaukee with Greek Freak because I'm still not sold on him.
When you look at which team won this trade, I'm always reluctant to pick a winner right in the moment because if we look back when Minnesota acquired Jimmy Butler in a trade with the Chicago Bulls, we all said that the Minnesota Timberwolves won that trade hands down. The one thing I need to see is how Jimmy Butler fits within this roster that the Sixers have constructed. He does have a straightforward, direct, at times abrasive personality. How does that impact the rest of that Sixers locker room? For Minnesota's perspective, they needed to do something. This trade demand that Jimmy Butler made at the beginning of training camp has put this team in a chaotic, dysfunctional situation, and they needed to do something to ease that tension there. Let's just take a look real quick at the players that Minnesota got in return. Dario Saric is still a young, talented player. Robert Covington has turned into one of the very successful undrafted free agents in this league. He's another two-way player, can shoot the three, one of those 3-and-D players that teams covet. Again, they'll be able to fit in with that Timberwolves roster. In Minnesota, when they were searching for a deal for Jimmy Butler, they were not looking for future draft picks. They wanted players who could come in and help this team now, and that's what they got in Dario Saric, Robert Covington, and they also got a future second-round pick out of it as well.
And love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait.
Cunningham looking 6 on the shot clock. Dante trying to bounce it to Bertans, intercepted by Butler for 2.
Jimmy Butler.
You see it coming. We love it.
Yeah.
Here's T.
He just doesn't pass up opportunities.
Butler getting nifty underneath and gets an and one. I should say Charlotte on 12. Big pardon. On the drive, Jimmy Butler.
Was running down. Good shot.
Butler in traffic for 2. 102-98.
Took too long to get into that set.
Rose kicks it out. Butler backs up. Knocks down the 3.
12 made threes per game. It was the 3rd most in the league.
Great job by Anthony Tolliver to intercept. Tyus Jones spoon feeds Jimmy Butler.
Draws some contact, can't get it to go. Rose will hurry it up the floor. Bounce pass for Butler and the stuff.
Anthony Tolliver's addition as Jimmy Butler gets into another passing lane again.
And an open look at the rack. Butler with the dunk. Osman. Butler leaking out in front of everybody.
Well, the Wolves have had some quick strikes.
Jeff Teague playing Magic Johnson right. Ball out of Love's hands, and you're able to rotate out and guard people. And then Towns gets that block.
Oh, Jeff Teague going back door for Jimmy Butler, who skies.
Oh, man, if you're a golfer and you've never been to Whistling Straits, you are missing something. Wow, what a shot by Jimmy Butler. Just got the defender on his back.
At the free throw line, which had been decidedly in favor of Minnesota most of the night, they now have 23 points from the line. Gorgie Jang from downtown.
That's confidence right there. Situation, too, where Tom Thibodeau asking, Jeff Teague throws it away here. He had to lob it over the top. What a
Jimmy Butler. Butler pulls up over Love, and Jimmy gets it done. Yep, 8 points now for Oladipo. With his third NBA team. Butler kisses off the glass.
How long this second unit gets to play, too.
Butler going inside.
Nice. That was loud.
First Timberwolf player in double figures tonight. Joseph turns it over, and here comes Jimmy Buckets. And now he's up to a dozen, so you called it that he was quiet.
Gibson down low to Karl-Anthony Towns.
Towns now with 15, the block underneath. Here come the Wolves. Looking to go back in front. Teague in transition, three, yes sir!
Here's Teague. Corner three, and Rose.
Butler forces it up and drills it.
Unbelievable.
He did not have much space to get that shot away.
Gotta keep firing those attempts. They're gonna go in.
Milwaukee's 1 for 5 from downtown. Butler uses the bank, and finally the Timberwolves are able to make a deposit.
Right into Milwaukee's hand, and it was tailor-made for a catch, easy basket.
Butler trying to get around Lopez, able to rattle it in.
Jimmy Butler from Shashakogi. Jimmy Butler
for Tolliver. Off the turnover, Butler kicking it back to Tolliver, and AT with the Statue of Liberty slam. Butler the attack and finish, and the team's trading leads. Butler drills another.
Hey, well, can you design plays to get a three-point shot? Yes, you can. It's possible.
And Jimmy Butler just connected on his 5th triple tonight, a new season high.
4-point game, 2 minutes to play. Butler with 5 to shoot.
Blocked by Brandon.
And the Lakers have it. Here is Ingram all the way. Underneath, he gets blocked.
Timberwolves 11 total blocks tonight. And oh my goodness, Jimmy Butler, are you kidding me?
Kind of marginal contact on the wrist, but Jimmy gets the switch here, and the smaller Rajon.
I feel like I'm the one with the sauce. Chef Legacy with the pans and the pots. And want the recipe, ain't that a first? Even if I gave it to them, they would not know how to stir it. They would not know how to stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it, stir it.